Well, Lou, it's difficult for me to say this, but here's some papers. I need you to sign right here.
Whoa, I'm not signing any papers. What are you talking about? What?
Sir, Lou, I need you to understand, this is tough for both of us, but you got to understand, creative has nothing for you.
Whoa.
I'm trying to wish you best of luck on your future endeavors.
Whoa. No. I have an idea for a segment. I have an idea. Just listen. How about we have a segment where we talk about the news?
You mean like just taking a headline, copying and pasting it, and just talking about it? I mean,
no. It's better. It has something better with a catchier title. Control C.
Okay, let's hear it.
Control C, Control V News. Welcome to TFSPOD, otherwise known as the Few Show Podcast. This is 24/7 Lou, and that's
Ric-Hard saying, let's get some Control C, Control V in this.
And that's
the one-man band. Hey, 24/7 Lou, you're fired.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me say the idea first before you say anything like that. Man. So, yeah, here we are, folks. This is TFSPOD, otherwise the Few Show Podcast. Number one show in your heart, number one show in the world, number one show in YouTube, and number one show to record on a Saturday night, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyways. So in this episode, we will be.
All right, Lou. I'm gonna fold these papers and file them away for now. Well, let's see how this segment goes. We're not gonna jump the gun like one man band here. I think we could talk them down for that.
Okay, please. So yeah, okay, folks. Okay, with this one we're gonna have a new segment called Control C, Control V News. Yes, copy and paste that news. Yes, the headlines.
The only time where it's acceptable.
Yes. And I will not show you where I got it from. But I got it from someone. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. So yeah, and this one I want to talk about one of the biggest things that happened during the week, news that happened in wrestling, which is like a big shock. At first we couldn't believe it, which was a release of Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Murphy, Ruby Riott, and Santana Garrett. That happened on a Wednesday, and it caught a lot of people by surprise. I want to know what's your guys' take on this.
When I first saw the list of release people, some names did surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the rumor that keeps spreading along with this news is that, Vince is going to sell. I don't buy it. I don't think it's going to sell. And after reviewing the releases, part of me is like, okay, they're a bit of a shock when you first see them, but after a while, you kind of see the logic behind some of them. And then a couple of them still don't seem logical, but it is what it is.
Oh well, let's go through each one. Man, what do you think about this?
Well, I'm like Ric-Hard. I at first was like surprised at these, particularly, the two top ones. Well, one was a former WWE champion a year ago at that, and for that,
and he had a match, a championship match.
Yeah, he had a championship match. So that's why at first I was kind of like, what? But then as I looked at it, I guess the shock factor kind of like dissipated. I was kind of like, okay, yeah, you know what? I understand to a degree. I kind of get it. And it's never fun to see anybody get fired. It's never. But I think these releases, thankfully this year, are a lot better and a lot, it's a lot less painful than last year.
Yeah.
Because of course last year we were right in the thick of it. Thankfully, I think this year it looks like everything is starting to finally like fade off,
Mm-hmm.
And I think leaked emails finally like made things a little better. So we'll see. I think these guys will be fine. I think these guys and gals will be just fine, and they will find their footing very soon.
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Because I looked at a lot of names, and I'm just like, if this were maybe like last year, it was like, damn, like everyone's hurt right now. Like
Hmm.
nobody's really gonna take the chance to like hire new people just to debut them in front of an empty stadium or an empty arena. But now I could see with everything restarting again, I'm like, yeah, these people will find some place to be, and a lot of them have very very logical places to end up.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I have a good idea of where. Obviously, I'm pretty sure we know where one's in the head
All
of,
right.
but
Let's go
yeah,
through it. Let's go through it. Let's see. Braun
yeah.
Strowman. Where we think he would end up? AEW, Impact, even New Japan.
Uh, I was gonna say, I mean, if you want to go first, Ric-Hard, you can. I don't mind.
Braun Strowman's tough because he's actually the biggest star released, I'd say,
Hmm.
being a former
Hmm.
Universal Champion.
And being there for so
I'm
long.
gonna say, first off, the way I rationalized his release was, I was like, man, that seems like a mistake, but I don't really know what the negotiations looked like backstage. Maybe he felt he could have been paid more, and WWE was like, no, that's too much for what we see you as. Maybe they just want to invest in new stars. I think a lot of this was motivated by them about to return to the road, so they need a cost cut and get money to be able to pay for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Braun seemed like a mistake, but honestly, I could see him going anywhere. I'm gonna say just because they need more big people there, and he could add some new energy to it. AEW.
All right.
Mm,
I don't know.
Only because I don't think Impact. I don't think Impact could pay what he what would be reasonable to him. I don't think Impact could pay him that.
but I don't
So
know.
I could see Impact also.
And for me, I think that Impact will be kind of good. I mean, yes, AEW will be better, but I don't want to see AEW get flooded with so many WWE or former WWE guys.
all right, and that's where I come in, and I'm gonna throw a little bit of a curveball here. I think, personally, I really think Braun Strowman would be awesome in New Japan. I think he would be. I think in NJPW, I think he would be a star. Because if you think about it,
Hmm.
there's not a lot of big men over there, and there's not a lot of like American, like a lot of gaijin over there that are like built like him. I mean, Braun Strowman's a specimen,
Ooh, I get
and
what you're saying. Kind of like a giant Bernard.
yeah, kind of like that. Be like a giant Bernard, just an extra giant Bernard. Um, I think he could be like a spectacle over there, and he could be. And think about it. Think about it. If the WWE really decide to make the jump with New Japan and do the deal that they're talking about, he would fall right back in with them.
Yeah.
And basically, yeah, he would fall right back in with WWE just on the New Japan side, and it would be like if he never left. So I think, I mean, if I were him, I'd seriously consider going there because I mean, yeah, it's like Lou said, him going to AEW would be like, oh man, another WWE talent going over there. It's like we
Yeah,
already
man.
have somebody that showed up on AEW last night,
Yep.
you know, and it's another WWE talent. Like I can't tell you like how many people that are former WWE stars and champions are there now. And you want to avoid that. You want to avoid becoming WCW 2.0 and TNA 1.5.
Yeah.
It's
TNA
it's
1.5.
yeah. You want to avoid that. You want to avoid that, and you want to avoid that, and it's just I don't think it would be a good idea for him to go there. I don't even think it's a good idea for him to go to Impact. To be real, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he needs a bigger stage. And I say New Japan because
All right.
New Japan runs shows here and in Japan. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Another name, Aleister Black. Oh, that one. That one could fall anywhere. That name.
So if I had to decide why, this one was the one that I was like, it actually caught me a bit more by surprise at first because Aleister Black, if you recall, was getting a program written for him to be like, oh, he's reading from a book. He appeared in a match to cost, in a fatal four way. Who did he cost the match for?
A Big E?
Kevin Owens.
Was it? Oh, okay. I thought it was Big E.
Big E, yes, he cost Big E the match. My mistake. I'm thinking back to 2020 on that one. He cost Big E the match, and I'm just like, oh, there we go. He's getting a push. Nope, just released.
Pushed out the door.
Drop. Pushed out the door, and a part of me can't help but think it was like, pushed out the door. Oh.
He should have been reading his contract instead of reading those stories.
Oh,
not his fault. Not his fault.
Can I say something real quick on that one? I feel like Aleister Black, I think, was a victim of circumstance because
dude, he was a victim. He was a victim of the your wife tried to unionize the wrestler's
yes,
treatment.
exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I was. I think they used the perfect opportunity to be like, look, hey, our yearly cuts are coming. We don't have her under contract. We just brought her back into the Performance Center. I think we're just going to stick it to him. And I think this is the perfect time. So we're going to be like, hey, sorry, we no longer need you. And basically
Creative had nothing for him.
Creative had nothing for him, and basically put Zelina Vega high and dry. Like, send her back. Thea Trinidad, I think her name is. Like, send them out packing and go find work somewhere else. I think that was a spite move. Honestly, I really think it was a spite move.
That's WWE shooting themselves in the foot. Mark my words, he's gonna be a big star wherever he lands.
Yep. All right, and then now
where I think he's gonna land.
Oh yeah. What do you guys think?
Not be AEW. Should not be AEW because Aleister Black debuting in AEW just reeks of another guy Cody Rhodes is going to beat in his debut match on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So I say send Aleister Black to Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I agree with. I agree with him. Him going to Impact, I think would make an impact.
Where you could finally have that main event match with Heath Miller.
There you go.
Oh, come on.
And I think...
Yeah, that's right, Lou.
You remember, Zelina Vega has experience. She was in Impact. She was, I think her name was... what was her name in Impact? I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking Rosemary, but no, there was...
It's something like that. I think it was.
Rosalita.
Rosalita. There you go, Rosalita. Perfect. Thank you. She already has experience with Impact. Impact seems to be in a way better place than they were at the time when she was there. So I believe her going there with Aleister will probably make a lot of sense. And I could see that bolster their ratings a little bit. So yeah, I think Aleister Black will make a lot of sense going there.
All right, Lou. Do you disagree with us?
No, I agree with you guys. Well, also
with your bold suggestion.
Well, I just said all three of them. He could fall in all three of them: New Japan, Impact, or AEW.
Just remember, this is your contract negotiation. People like bold stuff for ratings.
Well, like I said, for Aleister Black, and he could fall in any of those three other promotions. He could fall in any of those.
All right.
And okay, next name, Lana. Come on, that one's easy.
That was definitely easy. We're gonna see some Miro magic. Can you say, look, all right. Let me throw you back to 2006, right? Because Lana did this angle poorly when right before Miro became Miro and left WWE. But can you say live sex celebration with the championship on AEW 2006 Edge style?
Excuse me, Edge and Lita.
He's gonna be like, not only do I bring ratings, but you all want to see my wife.
Right?
You all want to see my wife undressed? Well, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna do something that other show didn't have the balls to do. And then I don't know. and then he just trolls the fans. He just trolls the fans and has Alana, but like only to him.
That'd be fun. That would be so fun.
Yeah. Lana to AEW. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Could that be the angle with the wedding they had? Who's he? Oh, damn. Who's the other one? Penelope and the other guy that married. Who are they again?
Penelope Ford
Kip
and
Sabian?
Yes.
Kip Sabian.
And she could come in as
Yeah.
like something on his side or something like that. Oh man. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe they follow up on the divorce angle and they actually play out to the fact that they're divorced in kayfabe and then reunite.
No.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they reunite. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Oh my gosh. They let you go too? Just instead of having her debut like all crazy or something, he just finds her on the side of the road, like will work for food or something. He's like, it hasn't.
Oh
Life
my
hasn't been
God.
good. Life hasn't been good since I divorced you. I think that was the biggest mistake of my life. First, Bobby left me. Oh no! Since they can't say Lashley, she just goes, "First I left you for," and then Russo's like, "Don't even say his name. I don't want to hear it. We don't talk about him."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Well, first I left you for that guy, and then he left me, and then I lost my job.
Huh.
All I've got now are my good looks and the need to find work." And then he's like, "Well, I'll take you back." I don't know. I don't know. Come on, AEW. Get creative.
All right, next name.
You can do it.
Next
do
name.
it.
Oh, sorry about that. Next name will be Murphy. Don't call him Buddy, which was stupid, the whole process, the whole name thing. But yeah, Murphy. Murphy could fall anywhere as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say ROH.
Really?
Yeah. I think.
ROH. Just because too many names, he'd get lost in the shuffle on AEW.
Yeah.
That I'll say.
ROH for sure, and I'm gonna throw a curveball on this one. I think they're still running shows, but maybe NWA.
Hey, there you go.
That's another choice right there.
Yeah, I think NWA might actually work really well for him because you've got some pretty decent stars there. I mean, you've got the former Damian Sandow there. You've got who do you have?
The former
there still?
Ken Kennedy.
Ken Kennedy is there. Yeah, correct. The name is escape. Oh, Nick Aldis, obviously. Yeah, Nick Aldis is there. I mean, you've got the prestige of the NWA title there too. I mean, I can honestly see. I think he would do. I think he would do pretty well there. I think he can absolutely make some noise there. I wouldn't mind seeing him in NWA.
All right.
I don't give NWA enough credit, but Power is pretty solid. So
it is a pretty good show.
I want to see that happen, but I also kind of want to see Buddy Murphy go up against my new favorite indie wrestler,
Who?
Danhausen.
Oh yeah.
Love that Danhausen, man. We got to get him on the show. Danhausen. Oh, superb.
That'd be awesome.
Next name, Ruby Riott.
Oh, I have no idea where she could go. I mean,
Where she would make an impact, not to say Impact Wrestling, but impact on the roster. I mean, I don't know. Either because they didn't showcase her enough on WWE for me to feel like, yeah, she's excellent. Yeah. She'll be out here.
She felt underutilized in WWE.
Yeah,
from the dropping of the ball of Riot Squad.
Yeah, that was the best.
Just her being lost in the shuffle for the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a real shame the way they did her. I mean, I feel like she was never really given any fair treatment. Like I think she's actually she has a really good work rate, and she just was never really given the chance to shine.
Mm-hmm.
I did say this though. I don't mean to interject, but I did say this. I honestly think what happened with Ruby Riott in terms of why they let her go was they looked at her and they said she's essentially just a smaller version of Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
they have a similar presentation. I'm not going to say it's the exact same, but they have a similar presentation. and
Yeah.
I guess they just said, yeah, bigger's better. So,
yeah. I'd have to say that. Sorry to cut off, but I have to say that I think with Rhea Ripley coming up, I think the writing was on the wall for her because it was like, yeah, they propelled Rhea Ripley, oddly enough, with the same initial RRRR.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Go figure. I just realized that.
Uh-huh.
And same look, same style, just obviously Rhea Ripley's just a lot bigger. And it's like I feel for her because I think Ruby Riott, I think she has potential. Now
I think it's a shame Riot Squad never won the tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
That much I'll say.
I agree with that. I think they definitely they should have been given a shot. Now as far as where she could end up, AEW obviously I think would be very viable in the case that they really need women in the women's division. Like they really don't have a lot of women there. Like I can honestly say like the regulars there, you have Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, Chris Statlander, Hikaru Shida, and I'm not even gonna say Riho because Riho doesn't really like show up like that much from what I've seen, and you know you don't really have a lot of women there. Like they've lost Kylie Ray, they've lost Via Priestley, they just lost another girl, Tegan Presley I think was her name. I think she just I can't remember right offhand who it was, but they've lost a few women, and they really need women that can, you know, have the good work rate. But I think
I want to see Ruby Riott versus La Virtuosa in Impact. That's the greedy
that
me
would
talking.
be cool.
Like,
That would
I
be
want to
cool.
see that. I want to see that. I want to see Jordan Grace go against her.
That'd be cool.
There's a lot of things like on the Impact side. I'm like, yes, they have a slightly more enticing women's division. I want to say, but it still has room for a Ruby Riott, I'd say.
But I'm gonna throw another one. I'm gonna throw another dark horse out there for you for her.
Hold on a minute. What was the name you said before in there? One of the names. I think you dropped an adult film star name.
I think I did, yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, I've heard that name before, not from wrestling.
I heard it from a friend.
Well, whatever.
That was awesome. Oh, yes. man. You win. You threw in something so sneaky in the show.
We're just like.
Live fact check.
Yeah, I don't want to. You're right.
That was awesome.
Well, there was a girl that had a similar name.
Yes. Her last name was Presley. I will say her last.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So I was right, but yes. Okay. So yeah, Big Whoop. I know who she is.
No. That's absolutely fine. I like that you threw that in. I love that.
I may or may not have seen a few of her films. Yeah. Anyways,
I may have gotten a picture with her at a con.
Well, hey, I do not blame you. That is one pretty lady. But on the real though, what I was gonna say, I'm gonna throw a dark horse out there for Ruby Riott that I heard, and I think it makes a lot of sense for her. I think Chikara would be a spot for her. I think she's been there before. I think her name was Lexi Lovelace, if I'm not mistaken.
Now I don't know. Now I don't know because that last name kind of also sounds a little.
there is another,
yeah, aren't we?
Yes.
That sounds like it could be a wrestler's name too. But I'm looking at myself. Wait a second.
But yes, there is another. Yes, you guys are spot on with your adult stars. Yes, there is another one named Lovelace. Yes.
This is a very we researched this topic extensively.
Yeah, I can tell. But honestly though, Chikara I think would be a good spot for her. I think it would be like she could get back. She could pull like the Drew McIntyre route. Get herself.
Is Lucha Underground still around?
No, they're gone. Unfortunately, Had Lucha Underground still been around, I would have said Lucha Underground. I think she would have. I think she would be phenomenal for Lucha Underground.
Oh yeah.
Like she fits the bill.
Yeah.
She fits the bill of Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
You know, the look, the style, the work rate. I think she would have done well. But Lucha Underground, unfortunately, I went under. So.
And the one last name was Santana Garrett, which didn't get much airtime.
I'm not familiar with her too well. Or him.
Yeah,
I've seen her at a live show once here in Miami for I think it was Platinum Pro. They had her there, and I believe that we and 24/7 did, I think, or was it the Fuse Show? The Fuse Show tried to get an interview with her, and then I guess we found out about that they did interview her. It was I think Bogey had a chance to interview her. Something about they have also another wrestling like there's a group that she has like for wrestling for women, like a school, like an academy. So that's a little I know about that.
Does Tegan Presley attend it?
Whoa! Here you go.
Oh, funny.
All right.
Thanks, the man. You saved my segment. You made my segment good.
You see, look at that.
So yeah. Well, anyway,
with Santana Garrett, I think I'll go and say, you know, sky's the limit in that one, because anybody who's still got doesn't have really the track record to go on, you can go in any lane at that point.
I think
getting experience.
No. She has experience. She's done stuff in the past. Just that WWE didn't do much.
Getting more experience, Lou. You can always get more experience.
Okay.
You can never have enough experience. That's it. But yeah, it's like you said. The sky's the limit.
As true in video games and in life. Experience, you can never have enough of it.
You can never have enough, and that's true. And I think with her, like she absolutely. I think she absolutely.
Unless the game has a level cap.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think she'll find the obvious routes. Would do well with her. I think. I guess if I had to say, I think the women going to AEW would probably be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And with Santana Garrett, her being an NXT person and she never got to WWE, I don't think they would feel that guilt of like, oh, another WWE star. You know, they can put her in there and it wouldn't be a big deal. Like, oh man, there goes AEW grabbing WWE stars again. You know, so I think she could benefit. I think AEW would be welcome.
There we go. All right, so there we go. That's our part of our Control C, Control V news, and there you go.
Hi, Lou. Well, I think I'm gonna tear these release papers up. I think you've shown that you're well worth a cast member. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, Lou. This release paper is for J Few, not 24/7, Lou.